Last week we embarked on the ultimate road test, a drive from Sant'Agata in Italy to the greatest motorsport event of them all, the Goodwood Festival of Speed in the UK in a Lamborghini Huracan Performante. We did a lot of highway cruising. We carved up some pretty dramatic mountain passes and even blasted into the past at the old rim circuit, a real diverse test of the Lamborghini's character. It really is incredible, this trip. We have seen it all, and it's incredible that a supercar can actually now live in such a diverse environment. We are bouncing around now because we're in Corsa mode, but I've been so impressed. Put it into Strada, it is quiet, it is comfortable, you don't even hear it in the car, but we do want to hear it now because we are burning through the countryside. We are en route to Goodwood. I have only heard the most amazing things about this place. Apparently it is the motoring event to attend, and we're getting to attend it this year. I cannot wait to see what it's going to be about. We have made it. 4 days, probably 1,800 odd kilometers, the most incredible experience, and it gets better. Goodwood Festival of Speed. Hee-haw, man. The Goodwood estate is steeped in British motor racing history, and when Lord March, now the Duke of Richmond, took over the estate in the early 1990s, it was his focus to bring motor racing back to Goodwood. But not having a permit to host the race on the actual circuit, he decided to hold it on his grounds instead and invited a few mates to compete. That was back in 1993, and now it is the most iconic motoring event in the world, with attendance capped at 150,000 people per day over the 4 days. As a moving motor show, manufacturers use the event to showcase their latest models. I actually cannot believe this place. You know, nothing quite prepares you for the scale of Goodwood. And we're just here on the media day. I can't begin to imagine how packed it's going to be, the chaos on those public days. They reckon 500,000 people attend the festival, and they come here because they know they're going to see the latest, the greatest, the most expensive, the oldest, the rarest. But you know what I love? Goodwood is also about seeing the unexpected. We've got some really amazing roads in South Africa, and probably the most famous is the Franschhoek Pass. So you, as South Africans, will know this crazy guy, Mad Mike, who carved up that pass a few years ago. Mad.
Franschhoek Pass, yeah, that's definitely by far one of the most challenging and scary activations we've done. I mean, like we were at that project 248 kilometers an hour, was top speed, drifting with cliff drops, and you know, obviously the amazing scenery. There was baboons like coming out of like nowhere. It was a really crazy project.
It's crazy to see what you're able to do. Now you come to Goodwood with another crazy project. What you've done here with your Lamborghini, for me, is really special. You were telling me off camera, you've stuck to the core of where drifting started.
Yeah, so for me, well, Goodwood Festival of Speed for one is like the priority one event that we do every year. I think for me, the credibility, like growing the credibility and giving the credibility to drifting, like the skill set, the workmanship. For me, it was like to build a Lamborghini that could drift, but I wanted to keep it to the roots of drifting. Where it started was like the mountains of Japan, and what inspires me, the Japanese culture, the Japanese style. So we've tried to like mix Japanese style to like Kiwi, New Zealand style, and then, you know, your typical drift stuff. So modifying steering knuckles to get extra steering lock, more power and all that.
How long did it take you to do this, the conversion?
Because of the car we wanted, needed to be right-hand drive for New Zealand roads. We had to wait a little while, but from the day it rolled in, well, the day I drove it out of Lamborghini Auckland to the day it went into container was 2 days less than 4 weeks.
That is nuts. Wow, Mike, listen, but thank you. And just thank you for doing stuff like this, because it's the unexpected, it's keeping it fresh. It really is cool.
Oh, thank you very much. And for me, it's just, you know, you think of these ideas, think outside the box, and then now I get to show it to the world.
And it's a good name too.
Nimble.
We'll speak about unexpected. I never thought I'd find myself sitting in the all-new Huracan Evo, but more importantly, sitting at Goodwood, getting ready to go up the hill. I've got the best seat in the house, but I think, Alex, you've probably got the worst. You've got to keep me on the straight and narrow.
So. Yeah, we'll see soon, won't we? Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Next curve just kind of open out a little bit.
Just a little tap off.
It's fairly quick. Keep it moving. Yeah. Then for the finish.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. That's it.
Wow. It's very difficult to put into words what this experience has been like, to be at Goodwood with the most amazing collection of cars, from classics, historics, electric vehicles, you name it, it's on display at the Goodwood Festival. To have been here, to have experienced, I hope you guys got a little feeling of just what a special motoring event this is. We'll see you again next week. You look after yourselves.